My name is Mike Gritti. I'm here at Flex Appeal Gym, Miami, coming off of National Championships yesterday, where I placed 5th as a light heavyweight and get a little workout in.
Hi, my name is St. Dennis. The super heavyweight at Nationals. We're going to run through a little bit of workouts today. Come join us.
Hey, this is Mike Gritti. My pursuit for bodybuilding started at a young age. I was probably a 6-year-old kid looking at the magazine racks every time we went to the gas station and being in awe of the big guys on the covers, thinking, God, I want to look like that someday. I started wrestling right around that same time. My parents put me in sports. I was always a kid who was a little stronger than the rest of the kids, had pretty good genetics for it, and so I was really attracted to it to keep me going and just push me through on all my sports. Bodybuilding's always been there in the background. I did some arm wrestling. I did some MMA fighting. I continued wrestling all through college, and it always came back to bodybuilding. Now that those sports are done, I still have that competitive nature, and that's where bodybuilding fills the void for me. Always pushing it to the next level and always having a goal in mind.
My name is Nathaniel St. Dennis. I'm a national level competitor, super heavyweight division. I currently just competed at the 2016 Nationals in Miami, Florida. Going into this prep, one of the main focuses was to bring conditioning back to the stage at that weight class, especially overhearing the talk about the growth guts and some of the pro competitions that are taking place. So my coach and I figured that they would be looking for a more leaner waist, of course. So that was kind of our game plan going into this prep. However, with me being so tall and the muscle being so long, still standing up to those other guys on stage, there's obviously more work that needs to be done to my lower body, but every year I managed to bring up 2 to 3 pounds onto my muscle gains, and just gonna keep grinding away and keep plugging in, and eventually we're gonna get there to where they'll have no choice but to notice and potentially move me on and to where I can earn my pro card.
My sophomore year collegiate wrestling, I had shattered my femur. I went to go throw a guy, and he sagged into a hip lock, and the entire thing folded up and shattered like a Dorito. Towed him at ear laying on the mat. So that put me out of commission for quite a while there, as far as that went. So wrestling career, fighting career, that all kind of got put aside, and then my focus became to be the best bodybuilder I could be. Arm wrestling was a good outlet for me to be competitive in the off season from bodybuilding. Had some friends from Minnesota, some pros that took me under their wing, got me pulled in there into the tournaments, and next thing I knew, every weekend we were going to different tournaments in different states. Training was great. It's fun, a good group of guys, and it's intense. It's a competitive nature factor that really sucks you in.
Yeah, people would come up and say, Dane, you got really big arms. Well, as a bodybuilder, we try to bring up every aspect of muscle on our bodies to be proportionate and aesthetically pleasing in size. And, my comment usually is like, well, arms don't win a show. But, you got two guys that are on stage and they're equally gifted in their legs or their back. Of course, the judges will turn to other body parts to try to separate the two to make a better decision on, who's going to advance and who's not. But just trying to get that size on and to advance, it's, if you go off a yearly base on prepping, you're looking at a couple of years to put on, 5 pounds of straight stage weight.
Everyone asks me about my arm training and what I do for my arms. Some people think it's a synthetic look, and it's not. It's just my arms respond better than any other body part I have. I've always trained them. I've trained them hard. I've trained them light. They grow. They respond regardless of the training.
like you're in good shape.
Yeah, I'm in good shape. But
Are you in good shape? Are you on Instagram?
yes.
I'll have to take a picture of you and Kathy.
Got a few thank yous to put out there. First one, Dave Kalick. The man is a plethora of knowledge, and he's taught me a lot along the way. He's a coach, a friend. He's done a lot for me to support me throughout the last 4 or 5 years. Also want to thank my girlfriend Lindsay for putting up with me throughout these dieting seasons, and of course my children for the time that I've sacrificed bodybuilding, and they've been very understanding.
Then I'll hide you got it. You'll hold something in your hands like
The big fish in the body.
no. Let me just head there, it's Mark. Yep. Yes, that's what I did. And you follow to the right, and then it takes you on a left turn somewhere to the actual straight.
You know, going into this prep, I had a lot of extra help. I knew it was going to be a tough prep, being so competition being so far from home. I want to thank BPI, my current sponsor, for the products that helped me get through this prep. My prep coach, also a fellow competitor, John Howard, was with me. We started our prep 18 weeks prior to the competition time, and he had me on point and dialed in the entire time. But all the friends and family that follow and give good remarks and show that they're paying attention and care. Thank you. I appreciate every bit of it.